Next, the words Palestine and comedy might not seem like a straightforward pairing, but one UK-based stand-up comedian is trying to find humour amidst today's most bitter conflicts. Sami Abu Wardeh is a comedian of Irish, Palestinian and British heritage, and he draws on all of these aspects of his background in his new show, Palestine, Piece de Resistance. It's inspired by his family's life in exile in several different locations and asks his audience to consider the question, can political struggle and community survival coexist with a determination to enjoy life's silliness? Our reporter Charlene Rodrigues caught up with Sami Abu Wardeh during a performance in North London on his current tour of his show.
Hello! Hi guys, I'm Sami. Lovely to see you. I'm Palestinian. Thank you. I'm also Irish. Thank you. I'm also British. No, thank you.
I'm inside Park Theatre. When I caught up with Sami, I asked him why did he decide to make the show.
Everything that's going on in the world right now is very confusing, and I thought maybe if I made a show and people came, they could maybe be a bit more confused about it. In all seriousness, there is no show that speaks about Palestine within the context of anti-colonial resistance.
An Englishman, an Irishman and a Palestinian are taking tea in a tea house. The waiter comes to the table, turns to the Irishman and says, "How do you take your tea?" The Irishman says, "With milk." He turns to the Palestinian. He says, "How do you take your tea?" The Palestinian says, "With sage." He turns to the Englishman and he says, "How do you take your tea?" The Englishman says, "Violently, from India."
The approach I took with this show is to really bring out the individuality of the characters. And the main character is a buffoon. He's a Palestinian in exile who is a playboy who has been literally living on a yacht at sea since he left Palestine. It's set in the 60s.
His name is Merguez. Yes, like the sausage.
When I really knuckle down on the individuality of this character, then you're sort of making fun of an individual. You're then seeing the world through this individual's eyes.
Ever since then, Merguez has lived life on his yacht, day to day, port to port, hand to cocktail.
You're then seeing the world through this individual's eyes and seeing reality of the politics and the resistance and the occupation and all these things through this individual's eyes, rather than poking fun at very broad themes, which frankly can just be boring.
I was born in Kuwait, and what a childhood I had, until that was all taken away. Thank you, Saddam Hussein. And I was displaced to Tunis, Amman, Sharjah, Dubai, and then Battersea.
What do I feel? Honestly, I feel tired of nationalist projects and nation states being tied to people's inner world and inner identity. I think a working class white British person has more in common with a Palestinian in Palestine than they do with the class that rule over them in Britain. I see that as somebody who grew up in a few different countries, and now where's home? The idea of home for most people now is rapidly changing. I think in perhaps our parents' generation, there was a very solid idea of home. Even if you immigrated to another country, so well, we're here now, but our home is in that place. And now even that idea of home, I think, is no longer solid.
And in the end, a standing ovation. But how did the audience respond?
Sort of heartbreaking, devastating, infuriating, and funny at the same time.
There was a lot. He's an incredible physical performer.
Absolutely.
The miming with the birds, I was completely sucked in, and I thought they were real characters. It was like watching a Disney Pixar movie, like a short. Oh, that was brilliant.
Hey, in our culture, when we sing songs about birds, and it is that the bird can fly and pays no heed to borders or nation states, and it's sort of the zenith of existence, really, isn't it?
Don't look at me, look at the bird.
The comedy of Sami Abu Wardeh, ending that report by Charlene Rodrigues. There is so